Hello, my strong family, and just in time because Bella is drinking water. So I want to see what a difference my new toy makes. I know, that's it. That's it. No more buying. Who else says that and then says, oh, but I need this. Anyways, today is, I'll turn it back around. Thought I had everything right here. You know, Michelle. I had a little book. I have too many books is what I think the problem is. So I have a big book, and that tells me what I'm going to talk about. Then I have this book, and this is meant mostly for prayers and little bits and bobs that probably shouldn't be on here. Oh, what I'm getting at is, then I had another little book. I started writing poems again. Well, I can't find it. Yesterday, I don't know if you can tell, I did a lot of rearranging in the house. I got my fallish paintings out, my Halloween paintings. I don't want to take you off the tripod because the tripod's a little wonky. I'll add this to the end because then I can put them together. Oh, the date. The date is Thursday, September 12th, 2024. I had quite a few people reaching out to me. I wouldn't say like a bunch of people, but a few people reaching out to me saying, pray for this one, pray for that one. So, see how sidetracked Michelle's mind gets? I'm looking over there and I'm saying, Hubby moved the TV again. Sorry, this is how my brain works. In Hubby's world, he's got a little corner over there by the window. And this big giant TV, big giant compared to my TV in the bedroom, stays just like that. It's on her crate. But he keeps moving it like closer to him, and then angling it. So if I sit here, I can't even watch a TV, which normally I don't watch the kind of shows that he watches. They're man shows. I don't like man shows. Don't get me wrong, men. But you know, I like girly shows. Anyways, I don't even watch shows. What do I watch? YouTube. YouTube 24/7. Because I follow so many people. Not only cancer patients. All kinds of people. All kinds of channels. There's a guy, comes on either Saturdays or Sundays, and of course I didn't write his name down, but he talks all about creating YouTube channels, the what to do's, what not to do's. And I said, you know what, I'm going to reach out to him. He may reply, he may not, but he did reply one other time I had a question. I mean, this guy is huge. So he probably has people working for him, but that's not the point. I love when people reach out. If you make a comment, I think it's only right for me or to other creators, even if it's just a heart or something, to acknowledge, thank you. That's my way of saying thank you. I appreciate you. See? Good. We went way down the rabbit hole. Okay, let's come back up the rabbit hole. I asked him, why can I only make no more than 2 comments? And then, well, it says I can't say that word, sorry. If Hubby was here, he would correct me. He's my English teacher. So he said that shouldn't be, that you should be able to have a conversation like it shouldn't be. So yesterday, I played around with my phone pretty much, well, half the day, because the other half I worked on the little apartment here, paintings. And I think I was doing something wrong. So I was commenting. So if you leave me a comment, I was commenting on that comment. And then I would do it again and try to do it again. It wasn't letting me. But let me see something. Let me go back to the original video and comment from there. And it went right through. So hopefully I can remember and do that again. This, I don't know if it's because tomorrow I get my, tomorrow I get my blood work. There's another name for it. It's very extensive blood work where they do the DNA, GFRs, and all that. I'm very nervous about it. And then I was thinking, the surgeon still hasn't called. I was thinking, well, the last time I saw the oncologist, which will be 3 weeks Friday, he said, I'll see you in 3 weeks. So I started putting 2 and 2 together, and I said, but I thought I was only going for my blood work. Maybe he's going to see me that day also. Because a lot of blood works, like when I do get blood work, when I leave, they hand me the results. So maybe it's going to go in that fast. Maybe some of them will. The mind is just racing, the what ifs, the what ifs, the what ifs. So that's making me very anxious. Daddy is making me, in fact, for 2 days, this morning it's been a little calm. My stomach has been acting up. And I don't know if any of you have gastritis or history of ulcers. It feels like somebody's punching you right in the stomach and going out through your back. It's not a good feeling. And I haven't had it in a long time. I take medicine every morning for it. But hopefully it'll stay calm. Let me know if you notice a difference in the sound. I did a little test and I noticed a difference. My main concern is right now I got the window open and the birds are, well, they're quiet now, but when I first was getting ready to film, they were chirp, 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 chirp. Is the background noise. My main concern is the background noise with her slurping water and things like that. And if we take a little walk, which we desperately need to do, I know. Speaking of backs and pain, I showed this quite a while ago, but we have many new subscribers. This, of course, I got on Amazon. How I found this, Jenny Apple, for those of you who used to follow our beautiful Jenny Apple, she had one. And she used to take it in the car with her and everything. And what it does, well, first of all, it gets to the spots where you can't get. And it's like a pressure point thing. Oh, there's the spot right there. It feels so good. It's like it relieves it. It's a little bulky. You don't want to bebop you in the head because it's a little bulky. I didn't realize it would be that bulky. And she had probably a different one, a different brand. But I went ahead and went on Amazon. This was probably a year ago. Yeah, a year ago. I think I bought it last Christmas for myself. If I could find the link, because now I know how to link the video, link Amazon, what I buy on Amazon, and put it down below. Yay me! But this is my eyeballs. It's called the Selfie Massage. This is just showing you all the pinpoints. You can even do reflexology, which I always wanted to get into. It's good for fibromyalgia, tender points. So that came with it. And then this is a little manual that came with it. It's called the Selfie Massager Owner Manual. How to assemble. You just put it together and it clicks. But if you're interested, I will try to find it. But I'm pretty sure if you just go on Amazon, you'll be able to find it. They have all different kinds of colors. And this one doesn't. It just says Selfie Massager. So maybe if you just Google Selfie Massager. But my problem is I keep forgetting to use it. Because it's a little bulky. At first I had it in the bedroom and then it was kind of hidden. So I was like, no, let me put it on my bed. You know, on the side of the bed. And then I kept banging the neighbor, like, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you love me or want me. How does that song go? I'm like, well, no, I don't want to disturb her because we have very thin walls. And so now I have it hanging on the couch, or the arm couch, which is that way, which you can't see. So I shared that with you. As I was cleaning up my little mess in back of you, I have my water, I have the nail polish that I'm still supposed to put on my nails. I finally went to Sally's when we got paid because I love emery boards that they have. I like the curved ones. If you know, you know. They're only 99 cents. So I got 2 of those because a lot of times they're out. And then the things you do when you get older. I used to yell at not yell, like bad yell, but I said, why do you have my stepmom and father you used to go sit down on their chair, dining room chair, and there'd be papers going and the bags that you get from the store in there. She always wrote on napkins. Daddy's doing the same thing. And I even bought him for Christmas. I bought it, which I thought, let me show you I'll show you another time because everything's a little clustery here. Let's see if I can do it without. I bought him a dip pen. Not this. I didn't buy him. I can't remember. Anyways, this one came with a lot of different nibs. And this is like a Harry Potter thing. And I know my father wouldn't get it or like it. So I bought one for me and one for him is what I'm getting. And then with this, I gave him some nice paper to write on. And I said, now, Dad, you put this right next to you. And every time you want to write something, I thought it would bring back memories. You got to remember, he was born in the 20s. So maybe these were popular. I don't know. But who knows where it is now? Who knows where the paper is now? So when I go there, I'm like, Dad, let me write down. And he hands me a napkin. Not only a napkin, but the cheapest napkin you can buy. Dad, where's all your paper? Oh, I don't know. Just use the napkin. I'm like, no, I'm not going to use just the napkin. So I opened up the drawer that Mom used to have all her papers and pens in because she had tons of them. There was one left. And so I grabbed it. I don't know where I was going with this. As I was cleaning up, I found this, and I thought I'd share it with you. It's called Cleaning for a Reason. Now, I don't know where I got this little piece of paper, but basically it says apply for free home cleaning. We're here to help. Apply for our services at cleaningforareason.org. And what it says is, We offer 2 free home cleanings performed by local professional residential cleaning services. Any woman, man, or child in active treatment may apply. Goes, well, I need to share that. I don't know if it's just here, but I wouldn't think it would be just here if it's an org.org. But if it's something you're interested in, I hope it helps you. Because I know, I could remember when we lived in the barn, which was only, let's see, we lived here 3 years ago. We lived a year at Dad, so that's 4 or 5 years ago. When we lived at the barn, I was a cleaning machine. Now, well, there's really not much to dust here. We got the TV stand, which I hate, because it's not only is it big and bulky, but it's got black glass, and you can see everything. But I try to ignore it. You know what I do? Great tip. Don't throw away your old socks. You put the sock on your hand, and there's your dusting. You can wash it out and reuse it, or throw it in the garbage. I love that tip. I showed my dad that. He's like, oh, I like that. Not that he would ever do that, but you never know. You never know. Oops, there goes a bunch of paper. Maybe that's the book I was looking for. Michelle. I want to read a message. Now, this is not one of the poems I wrote, because I cannot find them now, but hopefully I could find them. I have a little table / you open it. Actually, there's a bunch of my paintings, and maybe when I was switching out the paints, I put it in there because I was getting pretty tired and my back was really hurting. So what I'm getting at is I haven't put on an angel card yet. Yet. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Anger. People want you to see how powerful they are. Loving people want you to see how powerful you are. Let me read that again. Angry people want you to see how powerful they are. Loving people want you to see how powerful you are. By Chief Red Eagle. On Facebook, I love Native American. In fact, my son is part Cherokee because his father was part Cherokee. And I believe I have a little Indian, and I've always loved American Native things. And I love the flute. There's not, in fact, a lot of times when I put music, I'm going to try to do something a little different. At the beginning of most videos, some, not a lot, but I'm going to say most, they have like pictures and a little music, and then at the end, well, those are called end cards, and I believe. So what I'm going to try to do is set something up for the beginning and the end. You'll see a difference if I'm able to do it. What I'm getting at, there's quite a few copy-free music on YouTube that I could apply here, because I'm not going to pay for music. They don't have many flute ones, and when they do, it's only like for a minute, but maybe I could just keep hitting a minute. We'll see how that goes. If you don't like the flute, please let me know, because I don't want it to be annoying for you and then say, I'm done with her. Don't be done with me. So tomorrow we're going to go to the oncologist. Of course, you know I won't be able to film. Oh, hopefully, I found the, what do you call it? Anyways, I found the snippet, I'm going to call it a snippet, of the lung cancer where it grew. My phone keeps saying it's running out of storage, running out of storage, running out of storage. So I went through a bunch of stuff and started deleting. And as I'm deleting, it popped up. And it wasn't in my normal photo album. Don't ask me where it was. I don't know. Hopefully, I can find it and I will put it somewhere on this video. Might be here or it might be here. And if you don't see it, then you'll know I couldn't find it again. But what I did is I pasted it to my phone so it'll be easier for me to find. Okay. Let me know if you like Native American songs, their culture. Gosh, when we lived in Florida, and I know I said this before, I'm not getting that bad. There used to be a Native American powwow, that's what they called it. And every year me and hubby went. This is when we lived in Ormond by the Sea. And we had so much fun. That's where I still, well, a lot of it's mom's, but I still have sage. Probably not from there. When mom passed, she had tons of sage, but she wasn't able to burn it because she was on oxygen. When she got put on oxygen, that's when she really, I think first of all, she went into a deep depression. And second of all, she was so afraid to light a candle or anything, which is a shame because when we used to come to North Carolina, when we lived in Florida to visit, the house always, it had that woman's touch. Now it has 1,000% man touch cave. That's all I'm going to say about that. So we need prayers, good juju, good vibes. First of all, Kathy, my sister-in-law, is still in the hospital. Her son reached out to my husband, Hubby, and said she's still battling this infection. Now, we're trying to figure out what infection, because at first she had MRSA. So does she still have MRSA? I'm thinking maybe she has C. diff. And actually, as I'm talking to you, I remember Hubby was actually talking to him, and he said something to do with her stomach. And C. diff, if you know C. diff, you know C. diff. It's highly contagious, and you get it at hospitals, nursing homes, healthcare facilities. So that's bad. So Kathy, I hope you're feeling this. We're sending you all good vibes, prayers, healing angels your way. Charlie has stage 4 colon cancer. Please pray. Send good vibes his way. Mary is still having problems with her family, her mom and dad who are in their 80s. And pray for Mary that she has strength. Sarah Mills, one of my strong family members, reached out to me and said she was trying to find Sarah Mills' page and she couldn't find it. So the last video that I watched, I actually haven't had the time to look up Sarah Mills, but normally she pops up on my TV right away. I watch YouTube a lot on my TV. And the last video was that this will be her last video. And when she passes, her daughter will come on. So I don't know. It's sad. It's sad. Okay, so let's pray for Sarah Mills and her family, because the family is so important in this journey, no matter what journey you're going through, whether it's cancer, whatever it is. Nanny and the Moose. I don't know if you watch them, but I love Nanny and the Moose. If you want to get out of the cancer hole, go visit Nanny and the Moose. Very inspirational. Nanny's in her 80s. They got a big family, very good, supportive. I wish I had. But her Moosey, she calls her husband her Moosey, he fell. I told you the story. And he's in a rehab, I believe now. They live in California. Speaking of California, okay, let's pray for Nanny and the Moose, especially Moosey. Get better, Moosey. And California's having really bad fires right now. So pray for everyone that's in the line of fires. Send good prayers. Healing angels. I like to say healing angels. Let's see, anybody else? And anybody that's in the path of the hurricanes. We got a lot of systems going on right now. We got the fires. We got the hurricanes. Floods. Ring a bell? So let's see, anything else? Oh, so are you enjoying my art channel? I'm still working on my playlist. I could have swore I had an art and cancer playlist. The other day, I'm sitting out on our little tiny patio, and I said, where'd it go? So I made a new one. But then I went down a big rabbit hole and said, well, let me separate the angel cards, making angel cards, but I'm not going to do that. That'll be the last time, because that could, art and cancer. So all my art from now on will be on art and cancer. What did I just say? Art and cancer. You know what I'm trying to say. So I'm still working on some angel cards. To be honest with you, I haven't had time to paint. Dad's just been a mess. I got speaking of a mess, I was hoping the last time I found, when I was cleaning, I found a paper saying, just in March, we sent off his hearing aids because they were broken. They sent them back that following week and said nothing was wrong with him, but he said he can hear better. So I don't know what they did. Maybe they turned up the volume. This time, I just got a notice this morning saying that they had to send them off somewhere else and expect them within 20 days. So, guys, I know, my husband is half deaf in one ear. In fact, yesterday, he's really prone to skin cancer, and he's battling this spot on his ear. So he went yesterday and had it cut off, and again, to be biopsied. And I told him, get a hearing test. He's like, why should I, Michelle? I think he's afraid to get a hearing test because he don't want hearing aids. I already know I'm deaf in one ear. Like, oh God, not only do I have to deal with one, but now two. I understand if you can't hear, how stressful it could be. But now flip it around. I'm talking from my experiences. I have to literally yell for my dad to hear. And then he'll say, what again? And I said to Dad a long time ago, I think a lot of that is, he can hear, but it's just what? It's a reaction It's a habit. And yesterday I said, I'm sorry, Dad, I can't yell. I can't yell anymore. Plus we were sitting right there on the patio. I mean, we have nosy neighbors, okay? I would love to take you out there and film and be in nature and watch the birds, but we got a really nosy neighbor right there, and she'll be saying, what you doing? I was thinking of saying, well, I'm just talking, just talking, which I can do as long as you don't come my way and say, I see myself, like Dad did that one time. I see myself. All right, guys, I love you. Tomorrow, Friday the 13th, September, Friday the 13th. Oh, God, what does it have to be on Friday the 13th? Not that I'm very superstitious. I'm really not. Mom was, my stepmom. Oh, she was big. She used to have these ribbons, red ribbons. They had to be red. When you walk in, and one day I said, Mom, what are these red ribbons? And she said, that's to keep the evil spirits away. I was like, oh, okay. I wanted to share these with you before I forget. I know my posture's getting bad again because my back is hurting so bad. But it is what it is. So one day, this is not too long ago after my mom passed. Now, to me, this is not being superstitious. This is being connected to spirits, to good spirits. My mom. I was really frustrated one day, and I'm digging through my purse, and I said, what's this? Oh my God, it's Mom's Purple Heart. Now, it's not, she wasn't in the service, so it wasn't the Purple Heart that you're thinking. Isn't that beautiful? So now I keep it, especially when I get stressed, I get it and I rub it and I tell her I love her. There's this one. I believe this one. I said last time that that other one that I showed you, this one that was on the keychain, was a real amethyst. Let me do the makeup thing, but it's going to drop. So. But I don't think that's a real amethyst, but I think this is a real amethyst. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love amethyst. Well, of course, the color. And then not only did she have that, she had this. It's a, I can't think of the name of it, but it's beautiful. It's supposed to bring you good luck, and no, I'm not. Anyways. Okay, guys, let's see. Oh, one more thing. So my father came yesterday, just as I was relaxing and I got everything done. I sat on the porch and I was like, that's it, I'm done. All of a sudden, if I'm sitting on the back porch, I have a door. And then I have a screen door. So if somebody comes in from the front, which is right there, and the back door is behind you, it'll go boom, make like a little noise barrier sound. And I'm like, hello, is anybody home? What are you sleeping? No, Dad, the door's open. I'm on the porch. He says, God bless him. He's always thinking of me. He hands me this big envelope. And I said, what is this? Something about our insurance. It was actually for Rob. He's like, you open Rob's mail? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, we are married. He doesn't mind. He doesn't care. There was one time he did care. Stop opening up my mail, but he doesn't care. He says, the weirdest thing. He says, I just came from the grocery store, and there was this van. And on the side of it, it said transportation. I wasn't able to get the number, but here's the name of it. So I came inside, and I Googled it, got the number, and I called them. Are you ready for this? Now I said, Dad, this is a van transportation that's more for people that can't walk, because they did say we take people from dialysis back and forth. This is for people that are really needing help. And when I talked to the lady, she said, do you have any problems laying on a stretcher? Because that's how we transport people. I said, well, I can't lay flat, and I can't sit for too long, or I can't lay down for too long. Anyways, but she was very nice. The first quote, are you sitting down? 2,600 and so and so and so. Yeah. I was like, wow. No, this is from where I'm here in Murphy, North Carolina, bringing me to Asheville, which is about a 3-hour drive. But see, then he's got to, I'm thinking ahead. If I have to go to Asheville to see the surgeon, and hubby is at dialysis that day, maybe I can call this guy and say, pick me up. And anyways, forget that, because there's no way. And Dad even said, I'll pay for it. But he doesn't know the price yet, because he left after she called. I got to call him and tell him. But she did say, do you mind giving me a little bit more information? And I see a squirrel, and I got to tell you something. Let me give you a little bit more information. Let me get a little more information from you, and let me see if your insurance will pay for it. Oh my God, thank you. Now, I did give her my Social Security number. I did look up the place where I called, and it was very reputable. They're all over the place. Ohio is their main. So I think I'm good. Remember I told you a few videos ago that all of a sudden we had like 20 squirrels here, and all of a sudden they all disappeared? Well, the neighbor sprayed them with bug spray. Now they're just starting to come out again, probably recuperating from the trauma. They all got this big, you can't get close to them, so I don't know if it's a lump, a bump, or the spray ate through their skin. I'm like, that is heartless. Yes, the squirrels can make a mess and eat all our food, not all our food, the birds' food. But I would never, can you imagine the pain? And God forbid if they got it in their eye. Poor squirrelies. Oh, that broke my heart. I don't want to touch this because it'll probably go. Some people have no heart. I love you guys. Stay strong. I'm going to put this video up today because tomorrow I think we're going to have a lot to talk about. Hopefully, something to talk about. Okay, you like my sugar? I was going to say sugar squirrel. It's a sugar skull. All right, I love you. Stay strong because we're all stronger together. Ready?